Okay, I'm going to cover this new team program that I had work on for you guys. I just want to reiterate right off the bat here, there is going to be a ton more coming to this, but I wanted to get this into your guys' hands so you guys can get make use of this for your guys' appointment. But there is going to be a ton more coming to help teams build, track, hold accountable, everything for a team members. So basically what we have here is there's a data entry tab, and then we're going to have our dashboard, and then agent breakdown. And I'm going to go through these here with you guys. And also what's going to be coming here down the road is going to be a entire year tracker, whatever your goal is for sold homes each week. So it tracks it by week, so you can really focus on your weekly goals, not doing it by month or by half year. It's every single week you set your goal of how many sold homes you want. This will track how many you have. You can see the dips, the lows, the highs, the peaks, and see the trends, so you guys can work on that down to listed homes. The appointments, obviously, which is the foundation of your business, is getting in front of people. So your buyer appointments will be tracked along with your goal. Your listing appointments will be tracked every single week, so you'll be able to see the entire year right in one view. Now, these are just false numbers thrown in here just to give you an example of what that's going to look like. But for now, we're going to look at so if you have a team or are looking to become a team, you want to structure your team. So how this works is everything is locked down except for the fields in white that you guys need to enter in. So you put in your team volume, and in this case we're saying $25 million. You say, what is your average sale price for listings? In this case I put $175,000, and then my average sold price on buyers is $150,000. And then I put in here what percentage of my business comes from listings, and whatever I put in here, the other will automatically adjust. So 40, then that'll adjust to 60 to the buyers. So I did a 50-50. So then it's going to say, okay, that means 12.5, and actually I'm going to do 40-60 just so we don't have the same numbers. So you enter that in, and then that'll calculate, okay, that means 40% of your business is 10,000. That's going to come from your listings. 60% is going to be 15,000, and that'll total your 25,000. It's going to take 57 units at 175,000 to get to that. It's going to take 100 units to get to 15 million off of $150,000 sale price. And then also you put in your, just because different areas have different seller side and buyer side commissions, ours is 3 and 3, but you can change that accordingly to your market. So we enter in our team goals and what we're going to do, what's our structure. And then we actually, I'm going to change this just because it caused a negative number there. So the Rainmaker's name, in this case I just put in Jim Rainmaker. Enter the company dollar split to the market center. So what does he pay to the market center? And in this case I'm saying 30%. And then what is the Rainmaker's cap? And I have 19.5 in on this scenario. Now these two cells below are locked, and basically what has happened is we've got the two sides here. We've got our listing agents and our buyer's agents for the team. So I'm going to cover this, and I'm going to come back to show you how these numbers are calculated. So on the listing agent, we have two listing agents, Joe Lister, and it asks for what is the split that he pays to the team on team leads. So if a team lead comes in and it's given to Joe Lister, 50% of that goes back to the team. So he only gets 50% of that. And then I know that our scenarios out there, that's why we added this one in, where if Joe brings the lead himself, what does he pay the team? So in this case, we're going to actually say that he only pays the team 40%, because he actually keeps a little bit more because he brought the lead. Actually, let's just do 30%. So this is the team structure here, and then we go into, okay, now Joe also has to pay the market center. So what does he pay? And he pays 30%, and then his cap in this scenario is $5,000. So we put that in, and then we say, okay, now Joe Lister, how many listings sold, team lead onlys, is Joe going to have? And we're putting down that he's going to have 30, and he does 2 on his own, we'll put in there. So these are ones that, 2 deals that he's going to only pay the team 30% on, but 30 deals where he's going to pay the team 50% because they were team leads. Then we come down to Jane Lister, same stuff. So we put in the name here, the split that she pays the team, the split that she pays on her own leads, her split to the market center, her cap, and then how many listings sold that were team leads, 20, and then she has 0 for listings sold on her own. And then we come down to the buyer's agents. Same scenario here. We put in the buyer's agents' names, and I just did simple names here. So James Buyer, his split to the team is 50% on team leads, and then we're going to do 40% on these. On 40% of the deal goes to the team on if he brings the lead. Okay, sorry about that. That cut out on there. So the buyer's agents, we've got them, the split that they have on the team leads, the split they pay to the team if it's their own lead, the split paid to the market center, their cap. How many deals are they going to do that are team deals? So 25 in this case. In this case, 4 that are buyer's agents. So you put in each one of your buyer's agents, put in their criteria, and we're going to get a great report that generates from this. So how this works up here for the lead agent. So if these guys do, so this is 52 deals, and we're doing 57. So if they're doing 52 of them, that means 5 must be done just by the listing agent himself, by Jim Rainmaker. So he did 100 deals that he didn't split at all with the team because they were his own deals. Obviously, he has the team, so he doesn't pay a split to the team. He plays the split to the market center until he caps. And same on the buy side. So we've got 50, 62, and 74, and we're supposed to do 100 deals. That means that our Rainmaker must have done 26 deals. Alright, so just from entering in that data, especially if you're not sure exactly how to structure a team, because you can come back and tweak these numbers, it's going to give you this report. And this is also great to be able to sit down with your team and show them your expectations and how the team's broke down, how everything's going to flow. So it kicks out this report. So the top section here is team totals. So our team total is going to be 157 units, which is going to be $25 million in volume, and that's going to be $750,000 in GCI. And then broken down, that's going to be 57 listings, $10 million in listing volume, $300,000 in GCI from our listings. Our buyers are going to be 100,000, and then that's going to be 15 million and 450,000 in GCI. And then you can see the percentages as well of that. So that's 60% of my business is going to be, and obviously that's from what we put in on the other side. So then it kind of breaks it down like this: units 157, 57 are going to be from the list side, and 100 are going to be from the buy side. Our volume is 25 million. It's going to be, something jumped on there, $10 million there, and that's going to be 40%, $15 million, 60%. And our GCI is going to be broken down like this: 750, 300, and 450. And then we go down to the team GCI breakdown right here in the middle in the blue. So we've got the lead agent. This is going to be total GCI. It's going to be $471,000 in GCI. That's going to be 62% of the money. $81,000 is going to Joe Lister, which is about 11%. $63,000 is going to James Buyer, and that's 8.5%. And then Jane Lister is going to be $52,000, 7%. Johnny Buyer is going to be $52,000, which is going to be 7%. Jessica Buyer is going to be $28,800, which is 3.8% of our money. On the listing side, it's going to look like this. The lead agent, which is the Rainmaker, is going to be $165,000 of our GCI. Joe Lister is going to be $81,000. Jane Lister is going to be $52,000. And then the buyer GCI is going to be the lead agent. It's going to be $305,000, and that's going to be $63,000 to James Buyer. Johnny Buyer is going to be $52,000. Jessica is going to be $28,800. So you can see the breakdown, and then it's going to go down here and break it all down. So our lead agent is going to capture 62% of our money, and that's $471,000. The listing agents are going to capture 18% of our money, which is $135,000. And then our buyer's agents are going to capture 20% of our business at $144,000. So that breaks down the GCI. And then if we want to actually break down how many units that's going to be to each team member, we go right here on the left-hand side. The lead agent is going to be 157, so they're going to be involved in 157, and that's what we set out for our goal. 31 of those, they are going to be of their own. They're going to be fully in charge of those units. The rest are going to be coming from the team that they're getting a portion of. Joe Lister is going to do 32. Johnny Buyer is going to do 29. Same with James Buyer. Jane Lister's 20, and Jessica is doing 16. And then if we look over here, the listing units are going to look like this. 57 are going to be the lead agent, 5 of them that he's doing on his own, and then 32 and 20 to the other 2 listing agents. And then if we go to the buyer's agents, we've got 100 that he's involved in, the lead agent 26 on his own, and then James Buyer's 29, Johnny Buyer 29, Jessica 16, and then we have room for more to add. So the listing agents are going to be doing 36% of the units. Buying agents are going to be doing 64% of the units. So it breaks it down like that. And then it's also going to generate an agent breakdown. So if they want to see exactly what happens with their money, we can look at the buyer's agents first here. And we've got James Buyer, who's doing 29 units. That's going to generate $130,000 in GCI. 51% of his money is going to be going to the team because he is paying a certain portion of his deals to the team. And the reason why it's not an even number here for James Beyer, if we look at James Beyer, he's paying 50% to the team on team leads and 40% to the team on his own leads. So he's doing 25 of the 50% leads and 4 of these, which ends up generating a number in between that 40 and 60 number. I mean the 50 and 60 number, which is the amount that he's paying to the team. So his net GCI is 63,000. His company dollar, he's going to end up paying in 5,000, which is 3.8% of his money. Royalties 3,000, 2.3. His net income would be $55,000, which would be 42% of his GCI. And then we can go to Johnny Beyer. It's going to give the same breakdown here. You can see his is a clean 60% because he's not doing any of those deals. If we look at Johnny Beyer right here, and he's actually paying the same split on team leads and his own leads. He's paying 40% to the team. That's why it's a clean 60% that he's keeping. Alright, my video's cutting in and out, so hopefully I'm not losing you here. So that's the buyer's agent breakdown. It breaks down each one of them. You can see this agent here, Jessica Beyer, actually it will calculate how much royalties she pays in based off of those splits that you have. So she's not paying in the full 3,000 because she's not doing enough GCI. So you can see her GCI here is 28.8, and if you take 6% of that, it'll come to 17.28, which ends up being 2.4% of her money. So it will calculate and break that all down for you as well. And we've also got the listing agents here. So their GCI that they generate, total GCI, 51% of it's going to the team. She's netting 81. She's paying in 48.75 in company dollar, which happens to be 2.9%. Royalty of 3,000. Her net income will be $74,000 based off of doing 32 units to the team. Same with Jane Lister, 20 units, and that'll break down to 105 in total GCI. She'll pay the team 52.5, and then her net GCI will be 52.5. She's on a 50-50 split with the team, and that will amount to 48.75 in company dollar, and that is 4.6%. And then her royalty paid, which is 2.9%, a total of 3,000, netting her 44,000. So that is the breakdown. There's going to be a ton more coming to this. There's going to be this new sheet here tracking their the entire year in multiple many more categories than what you see here. It's going to track your goal versus your actual and all of these. So once we structure our team like this, then we're going to also be able to say, okay, now let's put in our actual data for the year, and it'll be based on a weekly basis. We'll be able to track, okay, how are we doing according to how we have our team set up? Are we generating the amount of business that we had planned on? Who's doing, how they converting on their leads? It's going to track all of that. But for now, you have this in your hands to be able to structure the team, and then we'll be adding to this, and I'll get that to you guys shortly.